Hello, let's see how you can manage goods and services tax in ERPLY books. Let's go to settings and let's take tax rates. Here you can manage all of your different tax rates you have. You can have as many as needed. Or you can see I have tested a lot with this demo account, that's why I have so many of them. This type here is important because with the type, ERPLY books is able to add it in a country-specific report. Meaning that all these that have other tax will not be added to the country-specific report. Now, this is account for purchases, this is account for sales. Meaning that if you are creating a sales invoice, then this account is used with the tax rate. This revenue account is meant for only if you are saying that if I'm making export sales, I would like this to be in export sales account. If you don't need this, just leave it blank. The coefficient is needed for those tax rates that are, let's say, not that straightforward, meaning that when the vendor sends you a bill, 100 plus 10% tax rate, but you can only claim back 5, meaning 50% of it, then you can use the coefficient. Otherwise, coefficient 50%, otherwise just leave it as 100 as it is. Now, there are options to add tax rates into the accounts and contacts, meaning that if your expense account is sometimes always connected to particular tax rate, then you can select the tax rate here in the chart of accounts. Also, when I go to purchasing expenses and contacts or incomes and contacts, then when I scroll right, I can see that every contact can be connected with a tax rate. And whenever I'm making any transaction, as you can see, we have a tax rate option here, and it is taking by default the main tax rate in the tax rates. Then if you select an article, then it takes a tax rate from there. If the tax rate is included in the accounts, then it is, and you are changing the account, it is selecting it from there. And also if it is connected with the vendor, it is selecting it from there also. The same with, for example, bank import. There is also option to select the tax rate here. Now, where can I see the tax rate reports? There are a couple of reports that you can use to filter tax rates. For example, even in general ledger, you can see all the transactions from particular tax rate. But when we want to see everything together, let's go to reports and take goods and services tax report. This is giving us the list of our all tax rates we have, the sales amounts, purchases amounts, and so on. And if you would like to see in the business account statement format, you can just print it out here. And it is giving us the format we are used to see. Now, you can see this is non-cash basis, it's accrual basis right now. I can select it cash basis here. And then it is showing us all the amounts we have paid or we have actually received money. Down here, there are the transactions list, how this is taken together. But let's see this one particular example here. There is purchases payments for 1,000. When I sum these two up, I can see it's 1,000. Let's go to reports and let's take purchase invoices. Let's go to reports and take the cash out. I can see I paid 1,000. And let's see the invoice. You can see that the invoice amount is more than 1,000. But it is using the amount of it, the 1,000, as we paid less than we should, then it should also divide the tax rate payments. That's why in the goods and services tax report, it is weighted here. if you need to see this 1100% in this line here, then you should add two invoices for this one particular invoice. Obviously, this is not a very common example that you have two different tax rates in one invoice. But if it is the case, then you know what ERPLY Books is doing if you're paying less than the invoice amount. If you pay the invoice amount, then it's rather easy. We don't have to weigh in anything there. Also, if you pay more, then it's a prepayment. And when you take this to the file, for example, let's just now took the I just right now took the CSV file. Then you can see there is the customer and supplier prepayments here, if you need to see them separately. Now, I hope it was valuable. I thank you for watching and wish you a great day. Bye.